Every 0.83 seconds, your heart completes a single cycle. It is a rhythm we experience as a sequence of events, a highway stretching forward into the future. We call this linear time. When we follow this forward momentum without looking at the underlying pattern, we drift into a material focus, a state of existence built on the assumption that material power can be made permanent. These stone ruins show the outcome of that assumption. The severed stone legs represent a system trying to maintain a straight line of material success, only to be overtaken by the very cycle of decay it ignored. Verse 41:53 points to signs in the horizons and deep within ourselves. It suggests that the curvature of the earth and the pulse in your chest are governed by the exact same set of laws. The structural physics of the universe and the biological rhythm of the heart are built on a single mathematical engine. This isn't a comparison of two different things. It is the observation of one law operating at two different scales. To understand the motion of history, we can look at the path of a single drop of blood. It must pass through a continuous, violent cycle of pressure and release to remain part of the living biological system. This process follows a three-part algorithm, 2, 3, 7. 2 represents the initial split into duality, like the male and female pairs described in verse 51:49. 3 is the formation phase, the three darknesses of the womb in 39:6, and 7 is the completion, the seven-layered heavens of 67:3 that return the system to origin. This engine curves the straight line of time into a loop. It creates a path of alternating descents and ascents, following the pattern of verse 57:4. He knows what penetrates into the earth and what emerges from it. This oscillation moves matter through a continuous process. Every cycle provides an opportunity for purification, forcing a choice between remaining in the lower material state or rising with the wave. History functions as a closed loop, pumping like the chambers of a heart. Each beat is designed to filter the system, separating what is useful from what has become corrupt. In this cosmic cycle, the downward thrust of the heart, the systole, represents the era of Adam and Noah. This is the descent into the physical world of clay and the subsequent clearing of the corrupt state through the flood. The expansion of the heart, the diastole, belongs to Ibrāhīm. This phase establishes the upward momentum of faith, where structural truth begins to outweigh the gravitational pull of biological ancestry. A secondary compression follows with Mūsā and Maryam. This is the Word confronting the resistance of Pharaoh's world. The pressure of this phase forces a physical pathway through the sea, separating the survivors from the sediment. Finally, the release phase completes the cycle. This is the ascent of Idrīs and the return of the purified soul to its highest origin. These prophets function as nodes in a single living pulse. Their stories provide the map for a cycle that repeats in every human chest, every day. Between these active pulses is a moment of total stillness. In cardiology, this is the pause between heartbeats. In history, this is the second zero, the silence where the work of the previous beat is evaluated. Verse 22:33 refers to this as a temporary station. It is a buffer phase, a window of suspension where the momentum of the past stops, allowing for a change in direction. Prophets like Yunus and Ayub utilize this stillness. Inside the whale, or during a moment of total loss, they used the pause to reset their trajectory, shifting from a state of darkness back into the light. The pause between beats is a transition point. It is the phase where the next reality is determined based on the choices made during the previous pulse. You are currently living within this historical buffer. With every heartbeat, your soul faces a choice. You can allow the momentum of the material world to pull you back into the cycle of decay, or you can consciously align yourself with the upward wave of the light. Passive drifting leads back to the stone ruins of Pharaoh. Reaching the final purified state of the prophets requires a deliberate act to change the system's direction. Verse 19:12 gives the instruction, "O Yahya, take the scripture with strength." This is the command to engage the recovery mechanism of the soul by holding to the preserved word. The rhythms of the cosmos and your own heartbeat have arrived at this moment. You are the final node in the cycle. When will you take the book with strength?